Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you've watched, then thank you for checking out my videos. I have done another hair tutorial for nano ring extensions, so I will link that below if you want to check it out. And if you want to see more videos from me, then please subscribe and also press the little notification bell, and that will tell you when I then upload a new video. Today I am doing a video on DIY tape hair extensions. I'm a big fan of hair extensions, mainly because my hair just doesn't really grow. As you can see, it's kind of just these side bits just always stay really short. No matter what I do, they just don't really grow. Probably because I put bleach in my hair and I straighten it and everything else. I just want it to be a lot thicker. I'm not really putting the extensions in for length. It's more really just for sort of thickness. And just to give my hair, a bit more volume, and especially around the sides. So today I'm going to put in some tape hair extensions just in the sides of my hair. Before I get started, I will show you what tools I will need, or what I'm going to be using today to put the extensions in. Well, first of all, of course, I need the extensions themselves. So I have 2 packs here, if you can see them. And these are Remy Cachet Elegance, and they're in the colour 418 and 622. I have quite a few different shades and tones in my hair, so I thought a mixture of these two should work really well in my hair. And these are from a company called Additional Lengths. I will link them below if you want to check them out. This is not in any way though a sponsored video. They've not paid me to do this in any way. They've not sent these for free or anything like that. So yeah, this is a genuine, like, just letting you know what I think about them. I've not used them before. I've never actually had tape hair extensions before. I've had every other type of hair extensions. I've had nano rings, the clip-ins, the sewn-in ones, everything. But I've heard that tape are much better for your hair. And I was finding that some of the other extensions I used were pulling bits of my hair out at the side. So I thought, right, well, I'll give tapes a go. So these are what they look like. This is the colour 418. And I got them in the 14-inch because, as I said, it's more for thickness rather than length, but they should maybe add a little bit of length as well. Then, as well as that, I'm going to use one of these little separating comb. So I'll use this to separate my hair and then obviously comb it as well. Then I've got some pliers, and these are just to use whenever I put the tape in, just to press it down a little bit to keep it in place. I've got some scissors in case I need to cut them in, and also just a clip to stick my hair back whenever I'm putting the other bits in. Okay, so now that I've shown you what we need, let's get started. I'll just show you quickly one of the extensions here now that they're out of the packaging. So that is the thickness there. It's about 2 inches, I would say. And yeah, they will stick on there, and then I will sandwich it with one of these pieces. They will stick together like that. So that is how it works. They've got a little bit of tape on the back, and in each of the packs that I showed you earlier there are 20 of these in each, so I've got 40 altogether. I don't know if I'll end up using them all, but we'll see. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I need to section off my hair. I'm just gonna, sorry, there's a mirror just there, so if I'm looking over, that's what I'm looking at. And have to leave a little bit so that if I wear my hair up, that I can cover the extensions. So that's what I'm going to leave there. Just stick a clip in this bit. I've got my clip from earlier. I'll just stick that up like that. And I'm going to put the slightly darker colour underneath, or it's got the darker brown. So it's going to go in there in a second. So I'm just going to measure it, make sure that it fits. Make sure that you leave a little bit on either side so that it will stick to the other part of the tape hair extension, which will go there. So I want to get a bit more of a thicker section. That was maybe a bit thin. Okay, so now I've got my first little section of hair. I'm just going to take now, this is a wee bit fiddly, trying to get the tape off. This is why it's more difficult when you're doing it yourself. But there we go, I've got the tape off, or the cover off, so it leaves the sticky bit, so I'll put it up, quite high up onto the hair, leaving a little bit at the side and at the other side. Nice. Stick it on a bit. You can use the end of this brush to stick the extension onto your hair. And then I'm going to take the other little section, take the sticky bits off, and it just goes on top. So let me just look in the mirror so I get it exactly in the right position. There's the end there, and you sandwich it on like that, so the two ends stick together. Hoping you can see that there. So there we go. That's the first one done. And actually, that was really simple, really easy. And the colour's lovely. And it does give a little bit of extra length, which is good. So not too long, but a little bit. And then, yeah, I've kept a bit, as I said, just here, so that if I do put it up, I was wondering how it would work putting it up, but actually even just putting it back like that is really simple. So far I'm very impressed. Right, let's do the next one. Got another section. Gonna take another one of the dark bits of hair. Oh, it's very sticky, it just stuck to my finger. Put it underneath, keeping about, I'd say, a 1/4 to 1/2 centimetre away from your scalp. And leaving a tiny bit of the tape either side so that it will stick on to the top part of the tape. Take the next bit of hair, match the edges up. And stick it together. And something I realised I forgot to do on the first one was I didn't clamp it down. I don't think it's essential to sort of use the pliers, but it just helps to stick it together. Another thing that's great about the tape extensions is that you can actually cut them if, say, you want a bit of a shorter bit, because just at this front section here, I think this might be a bit thick just up there. So I'm going to cut it, I'll cut both bits down a little bit. It was easy enough, just cut them in half. So now, on to the other side. Okay, so there we go. I've put in the tape hair extensions around the sides of my hair. I haven't done any at the back, but actually it's all blending in really well. Probably needs a little bit of a trim because some of the lengths are a little bit different. But in terms of application, it was really like easy to put them in, and actually didn't take too long. I think it was probably an hour altogether to do that. But it is very fiddly, so my advice would be that if you have a friend who maybe wants some extensions as well, you could maybe do each other's, because I'd say it is easier for someone to be able to see, just to make sure that like the two little sandwiches, the two little pieces of hair are matching exactly, because that was actually really difficult for me to see. So I'm hoping that they're on in the right position. I will know if they last, you know, in a few weeks time. I might do a review maybe in like 6 weeks or something to let you know how they've lasted, how I found them, you know, were they easy enough to wash, were they easy to put up, things like that. So I will do a little review and I'll let you know what I think of them. But this is sort of them now that they're put in, and so the sides of my hair, as you can see, are so much thicker from earlier. I do need to properly style them, but in terms of them being put in, I'm really pleased, yeah. And they honestly, they feel really light. They're not hurting my hair at all. They don't feel like they're pulling on my hair, and yeah, they feel really good. Obviously they're not cut yet. I will cut them. I've got to go and pick up my girls right now, so I don't have a chance to properly cut them in. I will fix them because obviously the lengths look a little bit everywhere. I do have a few left over, so there's a chance I might put a couple in the back. Although I'm going to do that myself, I'm not quite sure. So I'll have a think about that. I might do that. But for now, this is the finished product with the tape hair extensions. They're in there. If you can, don't even think you can probably see them. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried tape hair extensions and what you thought of them, or are you a big fan of other types of hair extensions? Leave any comments below. I'll be back soon with another video. So thank you for watching, and take care. Now me and my new hair are off to go and get my daughters. Bye bye.